So this particular topic is not that fun a topic to broach, but I want to show you, the viewer, something that we discovered here in this home. So when we were, if you recall in the story, we met with this homeowner and viewed multiple properties before they made the offer to purchase on this one. They brought Pinnacle in, and as part of our service that we do a home inspection for the client with our thermal camera. We can see through the walls, we can see what's going on, we can see if there's moisture leaks, and so forth. So anyway, when we came in just before this purchase was finalized, the client brought us in and we did a top to bottom home inspection, and we asked the seller about some things that we saw as problematic in this particular wall. We've already experienced some significant challenges in neighborhood homes in this neighborhood itself, where the west backing walls were experiencing water damage from west driving winds. So anyway, we pointed some areas out. They assured us that this wasn't a problem. In fact, stated something that we felt maybe wasn't entirely true at the point of purchase. But you know, through the whole inspection process, we found some of the hardwood in this area was warped, and the client said, well, I think that was because of a window left open. Perhaps a driving rain through an open window may have caused that. They didn't really know for certain if there was a problem. So we pointed it out. We pointed out some flashing issues that we discovered on the exterior. Seller assured us that they had no problems previous, so based on that, the client purchased. After we started the renovation, in fact, when we opened this whole area up with the hardwood, we pulled the hardwood out, you can see all the staining that's occurred along the outside wall. All of which we pointed out at the pre-purchase, that there was cupping going on the hardwood and gapping, and wondered how that occurred. But here you see why it occurred. So you can see the bottom of this window. The window has failed. The flashing has failed on the outside of the window, and the mold and the black rot that you see through the plywood is leaking right through. In fact, when we were doing the demolition, there was a rain that particular day, and the rain was leaking directly under the bottom plate of this wall here. So kind of a sad realization for the purchaser, but again, better to discover it now than after we're all done the renovation, a brand new hardwood floor is in, and then discover the problem. So again, at this point, we have a full mitigation process that we're going to get involved in, complete stucco mediation, and taking care of all this plywood, removing it, and of course properly installing the window back, a new window in this case, and properly flashing the battens that are on the exterior. One of the things I'll just kind of point out is that anytime you have a west backing two-story home, in this case a walkout which becomes a two-story, it really is important to understand that it needs to be papered, flashed, and properly buttoned up from the exterior. In this particular home, we've discovered in several homes in this neighborhood, they just weren't done correctly, and that was before the heavy rains here in Calgary. Since then, the codes have changed and certainly increased the scrutiny on how these homes are buttoned up in the sense of flashing. So again, just more of a point of interest, not a fun thing to discover, but again, we have the solution for the client, and they're just happy that we can take care of them.